Imagine this. A 62-year-old grandfather named Imran walked into his doctor's office with perfect confidence. He exercised, avoided junk food, and believed he was doing everything right. But during his checkup, his doctor looked at him and said something that froze him. Your blood sugar is rising, your belly fat is increasing, and your blood pressure isn't as stable as it used to be. What are you eating? Imran proudly replied, Doctor, I eat fruit every single day. It's healthy. The doctor took a deep breath and said words Imran never expected. Some fruits are harming you more than helping you, especially at your age. And that's where most men over 60 are unknowingly sabotaging their health. Not with sugar, not with carbs, not with oil, but with fruit. As men move past the age of 60, the body's ability to handle sugar changes in ways that often go unnoticed until the effects start showing up in everyday life. Insulin sensitivity naturally declines with age, which means the body becomes less efficient at moving sugar from the bloodstream into the cells where it's needed for energy. When high-sugar fruits like grapes, watermelon, pineapple, or dried fruits are eaten, their natural sugars enter the bloodstream quickly. For a younger person, the body can usually manage this surge, but for an older man, the same fruit can cause a sharp spike in blood sugar. Over time, these spikes contribute to fatigue, stubborn belly fat, cravings, inflammation, and even difficulties in maintaining stable energy levels throughout the day. What makes this more challenging is that many men assume fruit is always healthy, a guilt-free snack. While fruits are full of vitamins and antioxidants, not all fruits are equal when it comes to sugar load and digestion speed. High glycemic fruits digest so fast that the body struggles to keep up, especially when insulin response has slowed. This doesn't mean fruit should be avoided altogether. It simply means fruit must be chosen more wisely. Low glycemic fruits like berries, apples, and avocados release their sugars slowly, helping maintain stable blood sugar. They also provide fiber, which slows digestion and promotes steady energy rather than sudden highs and crashes. These subtle daily choices can dramatically shape how a man feels, his energy, his weight, his heart health, and even his mood. Understanding that the body changes after 60 is empowering, not limiting. By choosing fruits that work with the body rather than against it, men can maintain sharper mental clarity, more consistent vitality, and better long-term health. Consider the example of a retired teacher named Arshad, who loved snacking on grapes and dried dates throughout the day, thinking he was making healthy choices. Yet he constantly felt tired and couldn't understand why his belly kept growing despite eating clean. His doctor asked him to switch his fruit choices for just 1 month, replacing grapes with blueberries, dates with apples, and adding half an avocado each morning. Within weeks, Arshad noticed his energy staying steady from morning to evening. His afternoon crashes disappeared, his cravings reduced, and even his waistband loosened slightly. The only change he made was choosing the right fruits for his age, and it transformed how he felt every single day. As men cross the age of 60, one of the most important but overlooked changes in the body happens quietly inside the liver. The liver is responsible for processing fructose, the natural sugar found in fruits. In younger years, the liver breaks down fructose efficiently and converts it into useful energy. But with age, the liver slows down, becoming less capable of handling large or rapid doses of fructose. When men over 60 eat fruits that are extremely high in fructose, like pineapple, watermelon, grapes, or dried fruits, the liver becomes overwhelmed. Instead of turning fructose into clean energy, the liver stores the excess as fat, especially around the stomach area. This is why so many older men develop stubborn belly fat even when they're eating what they believe is a healthy diet. When fructose overloads the liver, it also contributes to fatty liver tendencies, sluggish digestion, increased inflammation, and lower energy levels throughout the day. The metabolism naturally slows with age, so anything that stresses the liver slows it down even further. This creates a cycle where men feel heavier, more tired, and more easily fatigued, all because the liver can't keep up with certain fruits that digest too quickly and hit the bloodstream too fast. The problem isn't fruit itself, it's choosing the wrong type of fruit for an aging metabolism. This is why switching to low-fructose, high-fiber fruits becomes essential after 60. Fruits like apples, berries, and avocados release their nutrients slowly. Their natural fiber helps regulate how fast sugar enters the bloodstream, and their nutrients support liver function instead of overwhelming it. Avocados, for example, provide healthy fats that nourish the liver and help stabilize hormones. Blueberries and apples provide antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress and improve metabolic health. These fruits work with the liver, not against it. A great example of this is a 67-year-old man named Saeed, who prided himself on eating a fruit-heavy diet. Every morning he enjoyed a bowl of pineapple and a handful of raisins, believing he was boosting his health. Yet he constantly felt bloated, his stomach kept growing, and he struggled with evening fatigue. His nutritionist suggested he replace his high-fructose fruits with apples, blueberries, and half an avocado each morning. After just 4 weeks, Saeed noticed a significant difference. His digestion felt smoother, his belly became flatter, and he felt lighter and more energized throughout the day. He didn't reduce the amount of fruit he ate. He simply chose the fruits his liver could handle, and the transformation became obvious. As men age past 60, the heart and blood vessels begin to experience changes that happen quietly, but have powerful effects on everyday health. Nitric oxide levels naturally decrease, meaning the blood vessels become less flexible and less able to relax. This stiffness forces the heart to work harder just to pump blood, which can lead to higher blood pressure, slower circulation, fatigue, and a greater risk of heart-related problems. At the same time, inflammation within the blood vessels tends to increase, especially when the diet contains high-sugar foods, including certain fruits that release sugar into the bloodstream too quickly. High-sugar fruits may seem harmless because they're natural, but for older men, they can trigger oxidative stress inside the arteries. When blood sugar spikes rapidly, the body produces more free radicals, which damage the inner lining of the blood vessels and make them less flexible. This increases pressure on the heart and contributes to long-term cardiovascular strain. Fruits like watermelon, pineapple, grapes, and dried fruits digest so quickly that they behave almost like liquid sugar, causing inflammation instead of nourishment for older men. On the other hand, low-sugar, antioxidant-rich fruits work like natural protectors for the cardiovascular system. Berries, including blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries, are especially powerful. They contain flavonoids that help reduce inflammation, boost nitric oxide levels, and improve the elasticity of blood vessels. This allows blood to flow more smoothly and reduces stress on the heart. These fruits also help maintain stable blood pressure and support healthier cholesterol levels, all crucial elements of heart protection after age 60. The antioxidants in these fruits act like tiny repair crews, fixing the oxidative damage that naturally accumulates in the arteries over time. They also help prevent the formation of plaque, support better circulation to the brain, and increase daytime energy by ensuring oxygen-rich blood moves more efficiently throughout the body. When men choose fruits that stabilize rather than spike blood sugar, their cardiovascular system becomes stronger, more resilient, and better equipped to handle aging. A great example of this is a 70-year-old man named Haroon. He loved eating sweet fruits like watermelon and grapes every evening after dinner, but he constantly struggled with fatigue and mild dizziness, and his doctor noted his blood pressure was creeping higher each year. After learning about the impact of fruit choices, he swapped his evening grapes for a bowl of mixed berries and added blueberries to his morning oatmeal. Within a few weeks, he noticed fewer energy crashes, steadier blood pressure readings, and a lighter feeling in his chest during his morning walks. The simple switch from sugary fruits to antioxidant-rich berries made a noticeable difference in how his heart performed each day. As men move beyond the age of 60, hormonal health becomes one of the most important yet often misunderstood aspects of overall well-being. Testosterone levels naturally decline with age, and while this is normal, the drop can become exaggerated by poor dietary choices, especially the wrong types of fruit. When testosterone falls too quickly, men experience fatigue, reduced strength, lower libido, mood changes, and an increase in belly fat. What many don't realize is that certain fruits can either support hormone balance or make it worse. High-sugar fruits like pineapple, grapes, and dried fruits can cause rapid blood sugar spikes. When blood sugar rises too quickly, the body releases more insulin, and chronic high insulin levels push testosterone down while increasing the storage of visceral fat around the abdomen. This belly fat then produces estrogen-like compounds, further lowering testosterone and creating a cycle that becomes harder to break with age. This is why men over 60 often feel they're losing muscle, gaining fat, and experiencing lower motivation without understanding the hormonal link. In contrast, the-right fruits can support healthy testosterone and hormone balance. Avocados, although often thought of as vegetables, are actually fruits packed with monounsaturated fats, the exact type of fats the body needs to produce testosterone. These healthy fats nourish the endocrine system, stabilize insulin levels, reduce inflammation, and help counteract the hormonal dips that come with aging. Berries also play a vital role. Their antioxidants reduce oxidative stress, which is one of the silent factors behind hormonal decline. When oxidative stress goes down, testosterone receptors work better, energy improves, and the body becomes more responsive to hormonal signals. Low-sugar, high-fiber fruits such as berries and apples also help prevent the sudden glucose spikes that suppress testosterone. Over time, better blood sugar control leads to more stable hormone levels, improved mood, sharper focus, and a stronger sense of vitality. It's not about eating less fruit. It's about eating the fruits that work with your hormones, not against them. A compelling example is a 65-year-old man named Naveed, who felt his energy slipping and assumed it was simply aging. He often snacked on sweet fruits like mangoes and grapes, thinking they were wholesome choices. After learning about the hormonal impact of high-sugar fruits, he replaced his snacks with blueberries, strawberries, and half an avocado each afternoon. Within 6 weeks, he noticed a lift in his mood, better morning energy, and even a slight increase in his strength during daily tasks. His doctor later told him his blood sugar had improved, which helped stabilize his testosterone levels. That simple adjustment, switching to hormone-supporting fruits, helped him feel more like himself again. As men move beyond the age of 60, gut health quietly becomes one of the most important foundations of overall well-being. The digestive system naturally slows with age, and the population of beneficial gut bacteria decreases, making it harder for the body to break down food efficiently, absorb nutrients, and maintain regular bowel movements. When the gut weakens, the entire body feels the impact, from low energy and poor immunity to bloating, weight gain, and irritability. This is why choosing the right fruits becomes essential, not just for digestion, but for overall vitality. Fiber-rich fruits play a powerful role in strengthening the gut. Apples, raspberries, blackberries, and other high-fiber fruits feed the good bacteria in the intestines. These good bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids that help reduce inflammation, improve metabolism, and support a stronger immune system. Fiber also helps food move smoothly through the digestive tract, preventing constipation and reducing the strain that aging naturally brings to the intestines. Men over 60 often experience more bloating and gas, not because they are eating more, but because the gut becomes less efficient at handling foods that digest too quickly or dump too much sugar into the system at once. This is where fruit choice becomes critical. High-sugar, low-fiber fruits, such as watermelon, grapes, pineapple, and dried fruits, release sugar rapidly into the bloodstream. This quick digestion leads to a spike in blood sugar followed by a crash, but it also feeds the wrong bacteria in the gut. These bacteria thrive on sugar and produce gas and inflammation, leading to discomfort and unstable energy. Over time, this imbalance weakens the gut even further, allowing harmful bacteria to dominate, which can contribute to fatigue, mood swings, and poor nutrient absorption. In contrast, fiber-rich fruits work more gently and intelligently. Their slow breakdown stabilizes blood sugar, keeps hunger controlled, and supports a diverse, healthy microbiome. A stronger gut means a stronger body, better immune response, improved digestion, and more consistent daily energy. A great example is a 72-year-old man named Cameron, who struggled for years with bloating, irregular digestion, and constant tiredness. He believed fruit was healthy, so he snacked on grapes and dried apricots throughout the day. His nutritionist suggested switching to apples, raspberries, and blackberries while cutting out the sugary fruits. Within 3 weeks, Cameron noticed his digestion improving, his stomach feeling flatter, and his energy staying stable from morning to night. His gut wasn't the problem. It simply needed the right kind of fruit to function the way it should. Remember Imran, the grandfather from the beginning?